Thank you, Mr. Dara. We were expecting the President, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. We still hope that he will think it important to join us, but we will not wait. But we will not wait, okay? Now, I'd like to introduce our distinguished candidates, and I hope that as I call out their names, they will come and join me on the stage. I'd like to start by introducing General Muhammadu Buhari of the Congress for Progressive Change. Malam Nuhu Ribadu of the Action Congress of Nigeria. And last but certainly not the least, Malam Ibrahim Shekara of the All Nigeria People's Party. I'd like to thank the distinguished candidates for taking the trouble and taking the time to come and tell Nigerians what their plans are for this country. Thank you very much. Now, tonight's debate is governed by a strict set of rules, which all of the candidates have agreed to be bound by. So I will recap those rules very briefly. Each aspirant will be making an opening statement of 2 minutes. After that, they are also going to be given an opportunity to speak for a minute to rebut whatever another candidate has said. As part of these rules, time is of the essence, and I will be adhering strictly to time. I'll be watching the clock. There's also a timekeeper on the floor. When the time is 20 seconds to go, the timekeeper will ring a bell, which sounds like this. That means there are 20 seconds to go, and at the expiration of those 20 seconds, the candidate will be expected to stop speaking. The audience is expected to observe the rules as stated before the commencement of this debate. Now let's get started. We want to start with the opening statements, and we have decided to take this alphabetically. So I'd like to start by asking General Muhammadu Buhari to please give us his opening statement.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. This debate, or this presentation, is all about having confidence again in governance and in politicians, more in fact on politicians. We in the CPC have decided that the important issues to be discussed at our present situation is firstly the security of the nation state itself. There is no point people working very hard only to be kidnapped and money demanded more than perhaps what they ever owned in life. There is no question of any serious investor anywhere in the world seriously coming to invest in Nigeria, because...
General, I will have to stop you. I've been told that your time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure over the course of the evening you will get a chance to tell people a little bit more about your programs. I'd like to move very quickly to Malam Nuhu Ribadu, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nuhu Ribadu. I am 50 years, a child of independence. I hold a master's degree of law, and I was called to the Nigerian bar in 1984. I joined the Nigerian police force in 1985, and ever since I've been in the service of my country. I worked for 25 years. I reached the rank of Assistant Inspector General of Police. One of the last responsibilities I did was to establish the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, which I led up to some few years ago. I am here contesting for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria because Like all of you, I believe there is a need for change. Time of change has come. And this event indeed proved that time of change is here and we need it. I am not here because of luck. I've worked all my life. I have deliberately and consciously come out to contest for the office of the President of Nigeria. I am young. I belong to the age bracket of vibrant young leaders in the world today.
Your time is up, I'm afraid, Malam Ribadu. I'm going to have to stop here. Malam Shekara, you have the floor, please.
Distinguished and respected ladies and gentlemen, my party, the All Nigeria People's Party, has 5 major focal areas, which is summarized as FEND. The F stands for freedom, E stands for equity, and N stands for nationality, D for development, and S for security. All of these factors are about human development. And for us to achieve and realize these 5 major objectives, we broke them down into 2 components. That is human development, which we call democratic humanism, and social justice. These are the 2 major channels through which we shall be achieving these 5 major objectives. Human development, of course, is about enhancement of the capacity.
Your time is up, I'm afraid. Thank you so much. Now, we have to go for a break, but when we return, we're going to actually look at the personal records of each of these candidates on issues of governance and corruption. Join me after the break. Welcome back. Now, we'd like to start by asking the candidates specific questions, and Malam Nuhu Ribadu, I'd quite like to start with you. On September 27, 2006, while briefing the Senate on your Commission's anti-corruption activities, you indicted Mr. Ahmed Bola Tinubu of corruption. You said, and I quote, "Bola Tinubu is a looter of international dimensions." Now, given what you said about Ahmed Bola Tinubu, can I ask you why Nigerians should believe you? Doesn't this raise serious morality and ethical issues about you, because you're now working with the man and trying to become the president of Nigeria?
With respect, Kadria, I did not say so. I never said he's a looter of international standard or whatever. What I said, and I was making report to all the cases that we were investigating then, I said the case of Bola Tinubu was a case involving international dimension. It was not a case that was being handled by the EFCC. Therefore, I will not have much to say about it. In any case, I have never come out to judge and sentence an individual before taking him to the court.
Are you going on the record as saying you are 100% sure that Mr. Ahmed Bola Tinubu has not done anything that can be seen as corruption? Is that what you're saying?
I will 100% tell you that Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is one Nigerian that I respect very much because of the work he did in this country. He promoted democracy. He supported the growth of this man. He confronted PDP. He made it impossible for PDP to run over this country. Today, everybody knows what is happening in our country. He supported the growth of the Action Congress of Nigeria, and today is the #1 performing party in Nigeria. You have seen what is happening in Lagos. You have seen what is happening in Edo State. You have seen what is happening in Ekiti State. You have seen what is happening in Osun State.
You will understand that there will be Nigerians who will say that this is really about very strange bedfellows and this is about convenience. You want to run for office, you found a platform, and it seems you are ready to trade principles for that.
In politics, I believe every Nigerian has a constitutional right to belong to a political party. No one has right to stop any other person. That is one. Two, I have no arrogance to feeling that holier than thou, that I am the honest one and every other person is not. I don't have that. I believe that every Nigerian given opportunity and chance will contribute to make this country better. I do not judge people. I do not sit in judgment of individuals. 3, I believe that if there is chance and if there is hope for this country, it is for every Nigerian to come and contribute and make this country work, including every single person that is a Nigerian. I have no problem whatsoever in, especially becoming a president of Nigeria. He's not going to become a president of few people or religious people or priests or imams. You are going to be a president of every single person in Nigeria. You must be ready to be honest. You must be honest to treat everybody fairly. Just what matters is the process.
Thank you very much, Malam Nuhu. Now, I'm moving very swiftly to General Muhammadu Buhari. Sir, you were a president during a military regime, and you were quoted in an interview with the Daily Times, I think in January 6, 1984, when you were asked about transition to military rule, as saying that we have not discussed the question of a return to democracy in the military council. The problem we have now is how to revive the economy of the country, ensure discipline at home and respect abroad. In addition to all that, your regime was known to be a little bit autocratic. Now, given your antecedents when you were a military leader, why should Nigerians vote for you under a democratic dispensation?
Thank you very much. Firstly, I'm happy you said that when the question was put to me about democracy, then I said we have not decided about it. It means that within the military government I had the honor to lead, I was democratic. As the president of the Supreme Military Council, the chairman of the National Council of State, and the chairman of Council of Ministers, when I say we, these 3 governmental structures at the federal level, we decided on each issue, whether it is budgeting, whether it is on security, whether it is in any aspect of government, before the other part of government is given the opportunity to execute such a decision from government. There are ministries, there are parastatals, there are security institutions. So the part of the constitution that the military administration under me suspended were, of course, the election and the partisan politics.
Okay, now, unfortunately, I have to go for another break, but we will take the conversation and continue it after the break from where you stopped, because I think we have not spent as much time as we did with Malam Nuhu Ribadu. So let's take a break. When we return,